So TikTok, YouTube, Threads, Facebook even, they become massive archives of how we feel collectively, don't they?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I think they're a giant reflection of usness, if that makes sense. They are us, and it's always been. This isn't a new
New
thing
thing,
in any
yeah.
sense or form. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We, you know, people built temples to show off power and skill.
We
And
build
now
pages.
we make TikToks and flash our millions. It's still essentially the same thing. So the media is kind of a reflection of us, really, more than anything. I mean, I guess the form of media has changed so much that it's kind of taken over the conversation a little bit. It's never been possible for the average person to just have a conversation with. The problem is people don't understand what is this company Facebook. We think of it as this tool that we use to connect with other people and to share our, and it's true, it is all of those things, but we don't stop and ask, okay, well, how does all of this work? Why is Meta one of the richest companies in the bloody world? We don't stop and think about that, and that's because, well, you kind of are one of Neo's little pod people sitting there with you attached yourself to the machine, um, because that's what they do. And we discussed this last time. These systems are, especially the ones like Instagram and TikTok, they're geared towards maximum engagement, to have the most people watch it for the longest time, because they're an advertising company.
Is it virally, like making it viral? It's our new memory mechanism. Does it change it? Uh, what what can we consider culture now? Is it yes? What what's
Yeah,
culture?
no, I get it. It's a great question. I don't think I'm smart enough to give you an answer, to be honest. Like,
True story.
look, pop culture has always been a thing. Again, I can't stress it enough. It's not new. It's the speed with which it renews itself that's not new to us. In other words, Andy Warhol was a thing for a very long time. Okay. Uh, Post Malone probably not going to be around that long. Okay, and that's not saying anything here. I'm just saying that pop culture nowadays moves on very, very quickly.
Very quickly.
Okay, so I mean, to answer your question, I don't know. I don't know how would you qualify pop culture. There are some really famous memes that most anybody in the world would recognize right now, and that certainly is some type of culture.
Anyway, it's a profession, no? I mean,
No, look, I am a meritocracy. Okay, I feel like we should give people the credit they're due. Okay, so if in this scenario, let's see, like you have somebody buying and restoring an old car, and he does a really good job, and he makes a really nice car, and millions of people watch him. That's certainly an art form. There is a broadcast art form juncture in there somewhere. You understand? And
mhm.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But